Wow. And I mean wow when I say this, but man, I did not expect to see something like that last night, man. Dominion, whew, that was some shit that was out of the blue for me. You know, I thought the New Japan Cup thing was out of the blue in the main event, but wow, I can't wait till I get into the main event for Dominion last night, okay? Because that's some shit I don't think nobody really saw coming last night. And trust me, I got a lot of questions when it comes to the booking of that show last night. There's some good things to talk about, last night. There were some great matches we still had with Dominion and everything, but I'm sure it's that main event, though, is what everybody's talking about right now. And we're going to get into that. Listen, I watched Dominion last night for New Japan, okay? I stayed up. I watched it. I was surprised as fuck at the end. But, I was going to do a review, go to sleep, wake up, probably 6-7 hours later like I have. And, I got a hot, fresh cup of coffee. I'm hyped up. I'm ready to talk about this. Because there is a lot I did not expect out of this show last night. You want to talk a lot about booking? Man, we got a lot to talk about when it comes to New Japan, okay? Because I did not know what the full card was going to be for the Dominion other than just the title matches. Now, yes, we did have a lot of tag team matches, of course, which I'm just going to probably go through fast. There's a couple notable things to go through these tag matches that are important, but I think the main things everybody wants to talk about is either the title matches themselves or the main event itself. So let's get into this Dominion review, okay? First off, welcome everybody to this. Like I said, audio form, we're back in, just like the New Japan Cup, which we had a review for yesterday. That is posted online right now. Please check that out, especially the finals of New Japan, and we all know what happened in the end of that. But we are back, though, with Dominion, of course. July 11th, or 12th, or whenever you watched it. I just know it came on 1 a.m. where I live at, okay? And I will say one notable thing when it comes to the graphic. Listen, I couldn't find a good Dominion graphic because it's not like there was one that had 7-11 or just one without just saying Osaka Joe Hall. So if you see a different date for it, just don't mind it. I couldn't really find nothing else, and it was kind of really screwing up when cropping it out, okay? But we are going to get into the Dominion review itself. I just want to make that known about the graphic real quick, so at least there'll be some difference in it I'm trying to make out of it, so just watch out for that. But, though, let's get into Dominion okay? Of course, like I said, we're back in Osaka Joe Hall again. I don't know after this if there's still going to be fans. I think they will be back in Korakuen, I believe, because I know they still got I don't think it's the New Japan Road, and it's the Summer Struggle, which that's a very appropriate name. The Summer Struggle, which is supposed to be coming in the next few weeks or next month or whatnot. So it's a very appropriate name because it has been a struggle this summer, very big struggle. But I don't know if there's still going to be fans after this. Maybe, I don't know, okay? All I know is they're in Osaka Joe Hall, like I said yesterday. It's 1/3 of the crowd. There's a lot of social distancing, and everybody has a mask on, but it is still good to hear a crowd again in wrestling in general, an actual crowd in wrestling. So New Japan does have that, but I am going to go throughout most of these tag matches pretty quickly. We do kick it off with Yuji Nagata, Satoshi Kojima, and Ryosuke Taguchi versus going against Togi Makabe, Tomoaki Hamna, GBH, of course, and Gabriel Kidd. It was an okay match. Like I said, good tag match, solid. Ended up with Nagata going over Gabriel Kidd. Of course, the young boy's going to get pinned with submission with the Nagata lock. So that was just a quick tag match. Next, LIJ, Hiromu Takahashi, Bushi, and Sonata versus Chaos, Tomohiro Ishii, Toru Yano, and Yota Tsuji. Now, if you notice, with the whole betrayal from Evil, LIJ looked very disheveled when coming out, especially Hiromu, who kept looking at his wrist tape, which had written Y on there, like I said, the wrist tape had the word Y written on several places on his wrist and everything, which, they look pretty disheveled, and I don't know, they look like they didn't even want to be out there, but they still ended up winning their match. Hiromu doing the Boston Crab over to Yota Tsuji, but you just see even Hiromu coming out in his entrance and everything. He didn't even do his whole hand thing. When they announced his name, it's just why it looks like now. So LIJ just looked very, very, very disheveled, okay? They just didn't look like they didn't know what to do. One thing that was also noticeable, I know some of these guys have the never open-weight six-man tag. It's Bushi, Shingo, which I didn't see him come out with his title last night also, and Evil are the never open-weight six-man tag team champions, but I see Bushi did not have his title, which I'm going to get into that later on, but that was something noticeable about it. But like I said, LIJ just looked very disheveled out there during this tag match, but they still ended up getting the win. Suzuki-gun, El Desperado, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and Doki went against Master Wato, Hiroshi Tenzan, and Yuya Uemura. Suzuki-gun went over. Pinche Loco on Yuya Uemura. They're still doing this whole feud with Wato out there, Master Wato. But yeah, this thing, no. Yeah, I guess like I said, Kanemaru must be his next opponent and everything. So I know Suzuki-gun kind of started beating them and Tenzan down since Tenzan had made the save yesterday for Wato and everything. I think he was like a mentor to him or something from years before. So he's here to help Wato against Suzuki-gun right now. So the Wato thing, like I said, I guess you just got to give it time. I guess not really sure with this all the way, but I guess you're gonna have to give this some time until it gets over. Hopefully it gets over, but I don't know with this whole Master Wato thing still, but we'll see what happens. He's the Grand Master and everything, so I don't know what's gonna happen with it, but we'll see if this can go over. Next up, Bullet Club, Taiji Ishimori and Yujo Takahashi went against Chaos of Okada and Goto out there. Now Okada mostly going for Yujiro since he screwed him out of the finals of the New Japan Cup yesterday, and now he wants to get payback on him. But throughout this match, when Okada was going to go for the win, he got thrown outside the ring. Basically, Gedo, I guess he started choking him with something, and Goto was still the legal man. He was able to get the Uchigroshi on Ishimori there, but Yujiro pretty much came in and hit him with the pimp juice. Surprisingly, Yujiro got the win. It looked like they're trying to push something here with Takahashi, okay? Trying to him go against Okada, because right after Gedo threw him back in the ring, and Yujiro hit another pimp juice on him again. So I think it's going to be Okada versus Yujiro Takahashi soon. I guess they're finally doing something with him, because nowadays they made Yujiro like the fall guy. It's still cool when he comes out with the bunny girl, Peter, and everything, but he's kind of been a fall guy for the Bullet Club. So now they're trying to make him into something. I don't know what, but they're trying to do something with him, especially if he's battling Okada right now, which does still give Okada something to do and kind of still keep him out of the title picture right now. Yeah, he was kind of back in with the New Japan Cup, but now I guess he's going to be doing whatever he's doing right now. They still want to keep him away from the belt right now, so we'll see what this feud can go up into or whatnot. Next, Never Openweight Championship on the line. Shingo Takagi versus Sho. Man, you want to listen, if there's one thing I can say about these Never Openweight matches is this. It's basically who can hit who the hardest in these type of matches, okay? Basically, you're beating the shit out of your opponent. That's what I always say about the Never Openweight Championship. Who can hit who the hardest, okay? Now, yes, there is story to this because, Sho did beat Shingo in the first round of the New Japan Cup, and they've been going back and forth ever since. But, man, these guys hit each other real hard, like potatoes and everything, okay? It even got to a point, Sho trying to go for the shock arrow and everything, but Shingo pretty much hit him with the Made in Japan, even hitting him with a pumping bomber, but Sho kicked out at one. He kicked out at one, folks, and Sho ended up pretty much recovering with a like a power driver, like a cross arm power driver. I thought it was the shock arrow, but he spiked him right there. But once again, Shingo still kicked out. Shingo was going to go for another pumping bomber, but Sho pretty much put him in a cross arm breaker then. Shingo pretty much lifted him up, power bombing him then. They had a back and forth punch. Shingo hitting him with the, that big right hand he does and a headbutt and everything. Pretty much then put him on the ropes, hit him with the GTW, and then one last of the dragon for the win. So yes, Shingo still retained his Never Openweight Championship. By the way, like I said before, he is the Never Openweight and six-man Never Openweight Champion, but we've only seen him with one title, though. So he's only holding that belt right now. But as Shingo did celebrate going up the ramp, El Desperado hit him from behind and hit him with the title. So I guess he will be the next challenger for Shingo Takagi now for the Never Openweight Championship. So get ready for Desperado versus Shingo for that belt. But like I said, it was a great match, though. Like I said, if you want to see somebody see a match about hitting hard, you want to see some stiff, strong style shit, that's the match you want to see, okay? These guys hit each other real hard out there. Like I said, it's a brawl when it comes to that belt. So I gotta say, Shingo, not Shingo, but Sho, I feel like they're making him into something. I'm not sure what, but I feel like they want him to be a bigger star one day out of Roppongi 3K, because yes, he is still holding the junior heavyweight championships, Roppongi 3K with Yo, but I feel like sooner or later they're going to make him into like a single star. I don't know why, but I feel like they are, though. But next, tag team titles on the line. Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi Dangerous Tekkers versus Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi, or some say the Golden Aces and whatnot. Once again, another great tag match. Crowd was on fire for this. This is probably my favorite match of the night when I think about it. Like, this was a great tag team match. I almost didn't know who was even going to win this thing, because I know Ibushi got the hot tag for, with Tana and everything. Tana pretty much going out like a house of fire, taking everybody out in this match, just going crazy until he hit the high fly flow on, he hit the high fly flow onto, I think it was Zack Sabre Jr. and everything, and he hit the high fly flow on him, and pretty much, everybody starts going in, almost hitting finishers all over the place, because Tana hit a sling blade onto Zack Sabre Jr., but then right after, Taichi hits a big super kick on him. Then right after that, Ibushi comes in, hits the high knee on him right after, but before he can get the Kamigoye onto Zack Sabre Jr., Zack ends up dodging it, putting him in the Zack driver. And then right after, with all four guys down, pretty much everybody's getting a standing ovation. Then right after that, Tana went for another sling blade onto Zack Sabre Jr., hits him with the high fly flow, but Zack Sabre Jr. puts his knees up and everything, and rolls over, pretty much distracting the referee, which gives Taichi the chance to get that iron glove thing that still looks dumb half the time. He does the iron glove thing, hits Ibushi in the back of the head with it, and Tanahashi was able to get rid of the glove and whatnot, but before he could try to go for another sling blade, Taichi dodges it, hits Tanahashi with a big back body drop, or just a back drop, looks deadly and everything, and right after, and then next thing you know, Taichi starts holding Tanahashi up, and Zack Sabre Jr. just hits Tanahashi with multiple dragon screws, focusing on both of Tanahashi's bad legs, several, and before it was over, they lifted him up one more time. Zack puts in the Zack driver, Ibushi hits a super kick combo move, and we got new tag team champions. I almost didn't expect Dangerous Tekkers to win this. I actually thought Tana and Ibushi were going to go over. I feel like these tag team titles have been changed a lot since Wrestle Kingdom when you think about it. Because let's see if we can go back from a few months ago. We went from GOD to Juice and Finley, but then they lost the belts literally not that long in Florida when they were on a tour in America, back to GOD, and then GOD loses the belts to Tana and Ibushi. And I know, yes, the pandemic and New Japan was out for 3 to 4 months, but now they have lost at Dominion to Suzuki-gun and whatnot. But then right after, they beat up Ibushi, basically kind of did the same thing and whatnot, and putting him with the Black Mephisto or the Zack Mephisto combo move. So yes, Ibushi, but we've been seeing these two teams for a minute, and honestly, Suzuki-gun needs some type of gold on them right now. Hell, they need probably more members when you think about it, because they keep losing more and more. It's not like you got Archer with you at this point, and Suzuki wasn't even on this show too, so it's actually kind of good to see Suzuki-gun get some type of gold on their hands once in a while. So, and they well, I wouldn't say won clean, but yes, they did win over Tana and Ibushi. So, great tag match. Recommend going back looking at that. But now we get to the main event. Oh boy. Tetsuya Naito, Evil, IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Championship on the line. Because we get a video package, of course, when Evil was Naito's first recruit in the LIJ. 5 years he has been in this group, and now he is left to join Bullet Club. And I still feel like they just need Bullet Club members because we can't get the top Bullet Club members in here, like, Jay White or Kenta. So I feel like, I don't know, it's some plan to get Evil into this, but okay. So Evil now being in Bullet Club and leaving LIJ, betraying Naito and his former teammates. Evil basically had a whole new gimmick coming out, okay? He had new music. He came out with the Bullet Club. No more Scythe. No more, Grim Reaper or Undertaker wannabe, if you want to say. None of that. New music and just new gear with like a machine gun on the back of his gear or whatnot with Evil on it. So no more of the, the spinning thing or all that Evil stuff. But now it is a new Evil, okay? A new Evil. Bullet Club Evil, I should say. So with this new Evil, like I said, new gear, music, and everything now, Naito came out, and Bullet Club was all in the ring then, which I don't know why Naito doesn't bring LIJ out with him if Evil's going to come out and bring by his whole crew and everything. And basically everybody crowds on Naito's side, and the Bullet Club were in the ring with Evil, but Red Shoe says y'all got to go. Y'all ain't about to stay out here. But before the match even happened, some say Evil's taking a page out of Jay White or Naito's book, just kind of charging, but rolls out the ring. Didn't even charge, just rolled out the ring, trying to beat Naito in his own game. And as he walked around the ring, Naito had enough, drop kicks him into the rails. Naito's just throwing Evil all over the place into the railings, grabbing him by the hair. By the way, Evil's hair is all over the place, not no ponytail like he had before, any type of new haircut, so it's all over the place now. Naito pretty much throwing Evil everywhere until Evil could get the upper hand, throwing him into the railings, and focusing on Naito's leg, his knees. We all know Naito's knees are pretty bad since he always has them taped up, and he starts throwing them all over the place into the guardrail, holding to submission holds on him, and then he takes the table then from the timekeeper's area, was, probably going to go for Darkness Falls, setting him up for it. But Evil, he looked at Milano Collection AT because, he's kind of his biggest fan. Every time Evil has came out, they always put the camera on Milano. And, he's always got like a little scythe and a little spin like shield thing. But Evil grabbed the scythe, broke in front of Milano, pushed him back, which Milano snapped in, took off his headset, jumped the comments. He was about to go for Evil, but Evil ended up throwing him into the railings for right there, just taking down Milano then. And, everybody, I guess he really is Evil if you want to go with that. But, the crowd booed then. And, Milano ended up getting back up, I guess, back to the commentary table. But Evil, ended up taking down the turnbuckle pads then. Naito pretty much hobbled back in the ring somehow, which, he threw Naito into the exposed turnbuckle then. Evil just once again focusing on his legs through several times throughout the match until Naito could come back, hitting him with the combination of Cabron and whatnot, and like a good Hurricane Rana right after. But Evil once again took down Naito again, getting the upper hand on him. But like I said before, Naito still trying to fight back, take down Evil throughout most of the match. Once again, Evil pretty much knocking the champion back outside, and which I said before, they were by that table then, so remember that table was still there. Naito ended up hitting him with a reverse DDT onto the apron, and he was going to pile drive Evil onto that table, but Evil dodged it, raked him in the eyes, and pretty much Naito knee first through the table. Knee first, okay? Like, that looked painful right there. Shattered the whole table with Naito's knee. Evil got a chair right after that then, and Red Shoes blocked. He used the table like a shield, like, you're not going to use the chair. No, you're not going to use the chair, which Evil did back off then right after that. All right, hold on a second here. Almost had technical difficulty and whatnot. But as I had said before. Okay, and this thing's messing up. Alright, I think I'm good right here. But, my bad, almost lost control of this machine for a second right there. But as I said before, like I said, Evil once again shattering Naito's knee, hitting him with the table. Well, not hitting with the table, but he, like I said, he went knee first through the table, which somehow Naito finally got back in the ring because it was almost to the 20 count. Then next thing you know, Evil puts Naito in the Scorpion Death Block, or just a sharpshooter or whatnot, or whatever he's calling the move now, for a pretty long time until somehow Naito finally, and I mean finally, got to the ropes in this match. But Evil, he tried to hit Naito with the Darkness Falls, but Naito counter, knocking Evil into that exposed turnbuckle again. But, once again, Evil hit him with a clothesline, hit him with the Darkness Falls. Naito kicked out. Naito ended up hitting him with the, what's it called, the Diamond Dust or whatnot, they're calling it now, that new movie's put out, which, once again, they start doing punches back and forth right after. Naito hit him with a Tornado DDT. And once again, throwing Evil into the exposed turnbuckle again. He ended up hitting a Destino, but for a near fall right after that. Naito tried to hit a second one, but Evil blocked it, which Evil threw Naito into the exposed turnbuckle with red shoes. So we got a ref bump here. Next thing you know, Jado, who walks slow as molasses out there, who took forever to get to the ring with a kendo stick, very, very slow, which Taiji Ishimori had to come out and run out there. Springboard senton into Naito. Jado finally made it to the ring, was going to hit him with the kendo stick, but Hiromu came in for the save, knocking both Jado and Ishimori out, getting Bullet Club up out of here then right after. But as Naito was about to get back in control then, Evil pretty much had a chair waiting on him and smashed it through Naito's head. Knocked the chair off just head first. Head freaking first in the head with that chair. Okay? Smashed it over his head. Just dead, okay? And he hit everything as Evil, well, he was, but Naito got out of it, and once again knocking, Evil into the turnbuckle after a, exposed one. But then once again he hit him with a big DDT, and then a big Hurricane Rana or whatnot. He then hit a, almost like an inverted Destino off the top rope and everything to the ground. But, before Naito could get a regular Destino on him, he grabbed the referee and he hit Naito in the nuts then right after. But then next thing you know, Bushi, or not Bushi, comes out, because honestly, wouldn't Bushi get that big? Because I'm like, wait a minute, Bushi ain't this freaking swole and whatnot. And he picks up Naito, the not Bushi, and it chokes him like this metal cord or something. He chokes him with the metal cord and lets him go, which the referee is distracted. Evil ends up just stepping Naito in the nuts, stomps his nuts, stomp him in the nuts, basically. He stomped Naito in the nuts, and then he hit him with the Everything is Evil and won the match. So now Evil is now the new champion. I sat there to myself and said, what am I watching here? What the fuck? What just happened? What happened? So Evil technically has 3 belts right now. So this dude is like the heavyweight champion, the Intercontinental champion, and the Never Openweight 6-man champion, which are probably going to be let go some way or another. But Evil is now the new champion. And I'm sitting there really confused what's going on. And then this guy gets in the ring. I didn't know who this dude was, but he's Evil's new Paraha now, as I guess a second in command or something, or firstborn, whatever it is, which now, how Naito brought Evil in, but now Evil, this guy that was under the Bushi mask is Dick Togo. I had no idea who this guy was until I had to look him up this morning. I didn't know this guy. He's been in ECW. It was like some BWO thing. And then he was in Kai and Tai in the WWF in 1998. I didn't even know that. I was like, wow, how long? And this guy's wrestled everywhere in New Japan also. There's even a match with him and Gedo go against Omega and Ibushi back in 2010, okay? So I didn't know who this dude was, nor do I remember him. He was in Kai and Tai. I didn't know who he was, okay? And then next thing you know, Evil and Togo start to jump Naito, but Hiromu came out for the save. Now, until I found out what's on English commentary for it, I guess Hiromu challenged Evil for the belts. Like, why did you do it? I don't care if it's either belt, even that for both. I just want a shot at one of those titles, which Evil walked up to him and just scoffed him off and left. And Hiromu just stood in the ring and just screamed and yelled and ran to the back, which I'm sure everybody else thought while watching this show. So let me say this first. Number one, this is overbooking at its finest, which a lot of this made no sense to me. Okay, lots of overbooking, all right? From Milano involved, to the multiple ref bumps, to Bullet Club being involved, to Hiromu, which, by the way, Hiromu must be the only LIJ member that gives a crap about Naito, because where was the other LIJ members, huh? And I'm thinking more people about to come out. Oh, okay, where's Shingo? Where's Sanada? Where's the regular Bushi? Nobody comes to save Naito, but just Hiromu. Like, we saw the other LIJ members save him the night before, but why is Hiromu's the only one to save, huh? And why is he the only one to make the save? And I'm sitting there looking at this like, this guy Evil's really the champion. It's mind-blowing. And I guess they can't have Evil lose since you just made him now into this big star like the night before. It's like he couldn't lose, and I would have been okay with a DQ finish. And yeah, I'm a little salty at the whole Naito reign because it wasn't even much of a title reign now. And they now made Evil top dog in Bullet Club now, basically, having both the double championships. Because let's see, how was Naito's title reign, huh? He wins it at Wrestle Kingdom, goes against Kenta at the New Beginning in February, beats him. Last time we even see Naito defend the belt. Comes back June 15th. Faces Evil, who wins the New Japan Cup. And now Evil wins? It's like some say when Naito won the New Japan Cup, I don't know how many wins he has under it, but when he won in, 2016, and he won it on his first try, but, he had LIJ help him and everything, and that's when Sanada debuted, but I was just all over the place with this booking, and I'm sure everybody's saying Geto is a booking genius, or this was just horrible booking. I don't know what this was, okay? I was literally confused and like, what in the blue fuck just happened? Literally, because I don't know. It was this main event felt almost all over the place for me. I was just surprised Evil even won. And here's the thing. I wasn't surprised at the heel turn in a way, because I feel like they've teased this before. I was just surprised they put him in Bullet Club, which I feel like we're just putting anybody in Bullet Club now. Okay? Because they don't look like they'd have anybody else join any type of group. It's like everybody's losing members in the groups and going to Bullet Club. Like, let's see, LIJ lost another member, or Suzuki-gun lost because they left the company, or Chaos. Well, Chaos still probably has the most members anyways. You don't even have the regular Bullet Club right here, right now. So it looks like we have to put somebody in charge now. And I guess Geto just made Evil into this big star. So now Naito's got to go back on the chase again. And I don't know when he will get a rematch for the championship. And God forbid if I got to wait till Wrestle Kingdom by next year, okay? Because it's almost like we had Naito chase the belt. This whole double title thing, ever since he said it a year beforehand, chases it all this time. Just to get to this whole double gold thing back at Wrestle Kingdom. Now, even when the G1 had to get the Intercontinental belt back several times, and now he loses it in his second defense? What the fuck? What? I don't get what's going on here. I was just really confused. I was just confused by this main event. I was surprised Evil even won. This was like the furthest thing from my mind. Okay? Some people thought that Evil was like, what? Was he like second in command for LIJ? Or maybe like some say maybe the third or fourth member that people even gave a crap about? Because listen, this guy was the one first brought in, okay, before Bushi. So Evil was like the second guy in command before Bushi even entered this whole thing. So it's very surprising. It really is. And I don't know what else to take from this. I don't, but it was just a surprising outcome. But I just felt at the same time overbooking, because I don't even know who this Dick Togo dude even is. I didn't even know till I had to look him up this morning. And just all these interferences. And once again, I say, where the LI? It's like every time like Naito gets beat up by several people, but The other LIJ members are never there half the time. It's just Hiromu. Where are the other members? Where? I don't get this. Like, and Shingo had a match, but all the LIJ members had a match, but Shingo had a more hard-hitting match, but even I thought he could have still made the save. So I don't know, but this was just a surprising outcome at Dominion. All right, it really was. And I guess New Japan just created some really big shock value for you, and I don't know what's going to happen next after this. And I think they're back by next week or two. I think for New Japan Road, I'm not really sure what the next event is for New Japan. Like I said before, I don't know if there will be fans in attendance or not, but I was just surprised at this outcome. I did not expect Evil to win this title. I really did not. And we go see what happens, but to what I have seen, it's been just a lot of either 50-50 responses to this, or they just hate this entire decision, because I'm just surprised they even had Naito drop the belts right now. I'm very surprised by that. So I was just confused at this main event. Okay? This was just one of those unexpected, surprising things, because they just literally made Evil into like now a big star in under the past 24 hours. Alright? So, wow. I don't know what to expect out of this next. I really, really don't. But, man, that was some ending to Dominion. That was. That match was just wow. But, you know, my overall thought about it with Dominion, we did crown some new champions tonight. I still like the tag match the most for the tag team titles. I think that was probably my favorite one out of the night. All three title matches weren't that bad. The Never Openweight title match was a slugfest. Tag team match was really good. The main event, it was good, but at the same time, it was overbooked at the same time, though. It really was, okay? So, I don't know what you think about Dominion. Tell me what you think about all this. What do you even think about this new Evil now, and now that he has the titles now? What do you even think about all this? Especially, now this Dick Togo guy's in Bullet Club, too. So, what does anybody think about this? What do you have to say about this whole title change now, or just this match in general, or the new Evil, or even Naito losing the belts? Tell me anything what you think about this, okay? Because even I just was just confused about last night. I was just like, what the fuck? I just didn't expect that. Very unexpected. But other than that, though, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. Tell me what do you think about Dominion tonight. Tell me what you thought about the whole New Japan Cup final also, which I have that video up online too. So, tell me what you thought about anything. So, this was a surprising pay-per-view, okay? Because I didn't even think Dominion was even still going to happen this year. But this was a very surprising pay-per-view last night. But other than that, though, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. You know, it's me, HOOD. Come here with the news and reviews. You know what I am. You know what I do. Keeping it down. Turn the crowd upside down. I don't know what to say. If you can play, keeping it still. I just know New Japan just got evil. Yeah, I tried to rhyme that out right. But yeah, other than that, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace out.